An anti-climax certainly for many people who were gathered nearby watching this on big screens, and people watching all across Spain, of course, something of a relief possibly to them. He stepped back from the brink, stepped back from a full declaration of an independent state and a republic, and as you say, proposed dialogue with Madrid, proposed mediation, and proposed putting effectively Catalonia on a pathway to some form of independence down the road. But it was short on detail. Certainly there was plenty spoken about the relationship between Catalonia and the Spanish government, how they'd tried to have dialogue in the past about autonomy in the past that was rescinded by the Constitutional Court in Madrid, and also about the violence that we saw 8 days ago at that referendum, the one deemed illicit and illegal by the Spanish government. But an outright declaration of independence for Catalonia wasn't put on the table today by Carlos Puigdemont, but he certainly has opened up the pathway for dialogue and more progression. And this is an issue that is simply being put to one side briefly for now, but it is going to carry on, and it's still going to be occupying the minds of people here, and certainly over the next few hours, the government in Madrid.
So have we had a reaction from Madrid so far?
Not officially. Sources have been saying that they regard this scenario, not so much the dialogue this evening, the words this evening, but certainly what's been said over the last few days, that there has been some form of declaration and independence that they don't recognise. But let's be clear, that their position has been steadfast from day one. They deem the referendum to be illegal, illicit, and against the 1978 Constitution. They still believe they have the right to invoke an article in that Constitution, Article 155, that would allow them to cancel autonomy for this regional government here in Catalonia. That would be a very heavy-handed approach, but no one really at the moment, in light of what's been said by the Catalan president, is ruling anything in or out.
And do we know how those in the crowd gathered near the regional parliament supporting independence responded to this speech?
Well, quite a few did gather nearby at a plaza near the Arc de Triomphe to watch on big screens. And as he was speaking, as he was developing his words and his themes, and used the words independence, and seemed to be at one stage going towards making some declaration, there was excitement in the crowd, followed by something of a crestfallen nature across the crowd when they realised that it wasn't exactly what many of them perhaps wanted to hear. There wasn't the clarity that they wanted. So for those who thought they were going to get an outright declaration and know exactly where this region was going in the future, there was some form of disappointment.
Well, thank you very much for that, Francis Collings, from Barcelona.